Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time it's a first for me. It's my first ever beer from Tröegs in Pennsylvania. It's a bottle of their Javhead Coffee Stout. It's a stout brewed with coffee beans, 7.5% ABV. This was recently picked up for me by a friend who were visiting family and friends back in America. And there's a really interesting thing actually before I get into it, which I found on Tröegs' website. Which, yes, so you should check them guys out, Tröegs.com. Oh, brilliant. What a brilliant thing. They've got such an interesting name that they just don't need to be brewery or brewing co or blah blah blah, just Tröegs.com. Anyway, it gives you loads of details about the brewing of this. So the malts are Pilsner, Crystal, Chocolate and Roast. I presume that's roasted barley. Juju, oats, blend of coffee beans, hops, cluster, chinook, cascade, and it says unfiltered ale is the yeast. I'm not sure what that's all about. The really interesting thing that I read about on their website was, I guess one of the few experiences I've seen in a micro of people using a hop back is Magic Rock, and obviously that is just it's essentially like a hop filter, so you're getting more utilisation essentially at the back end, probably more effective than having kind of flame out or whirlpool hops. And it's a very accurate kind of efficient process. You can kind of knock out a lot of beer if you're using a hop back, and I think that's traditionally how it's used. But this beer is used in a really interesting way. Put both hops and coffee in the hop back, so it's going to be really interesting. I guess they're kind of mainly known for their amber nectar? Nugget nectar, that's it, nugget nectar, their amber ale. Anyway, let's get this in the glass. Not pouring out uber thick. I mean, it's only 7.5, it shouldn't be super thick, but I think it's got like oats in it, so should add a bit of body anyway. Let's get it all in. It's not like me. Is it bottle conditioned? Don't know, don't say. That's an interesting thing with American beers. Some are, they don't really kind of sing and dance about like kind of camera affiliated business. I guess because they don't have that kind of that watchdog looking over the shoulder. So anyway, the beer in the glass, very nice and dark. Quite a nice thick head, very foamy. It looks like a Coke float. It's kind of like a mid-brown. Looks absolutely wonderful. Let's have a sniff. I think it's going to smell of coffee. It does, but the oats are really prevalent. It's got a oh no, it's there. I had the Terry K situation there. I always kind of doubt Terry for like parting the head, because I always thought the kind of like hops and a lot of flavours kind of are pushed into the head. But to be honest, when I give it a swirl, it really did and broke up that big head. It released a lot of aromas. It's quite a heavy roast coffee. I'm going to come back to that, please remind me. So let's dig in. I am salivating at the thought of trying this beer, so cheers. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Very nice indeed that. Obviously it's quite a predictable flavour, because based on the titling of this beer, it delivers, and I guess that's the beauty of it. It's chocolate, coffee, nice aromatic coffee, but quite a nice burnt edge, like, and it's got a really heavy bitter chocolate in there. Prunes actually, dates and prunes, maybe mild molasses. There is a bit of carbonation there. The back end kind of cleans it out, you get a bit of an espresso type bitterness at the back end. You see that? Oh, that's really interesting. I think I got a real kind of nice cross section of that beer then. Initially chocolate, coffee, and there's a bit of a spike of bitterness, which is probably malts, but also they've got a lot of hops in there, and they're putting it through a hop back, so there is kind of late hops, which you should hopefully get a lot of flavour from, and obviously aroma. I think it might be a bit lost. I don't know what the point of putting going for aroma hops when you've got a coffee stout, but I'm sure it's adding a lot of hop flavour, and you do get that, and it is quite I go with orange juice and kind of lemon rind, but it's quite mild, is that? And just as I was sat back then, got a really nice mocha, kind of chocolatey coffee quality, really high grade drinking chocolate as well. On the back end, you do get that lasting bitterness of probably heavy roasted malts and coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I love the flavour of coffee. Going back to being a child, I'm sure it was quite a peculiar thing for like a young child to really like coffee ice cream. But I always like that. I don't drink coffee because it doesn't agree with me, but I love the flavour, and I guess this is my main intake of caffeine is beers like this, and I quite like it. I like that because I'm sure if you drink tea and coffee, you don't kind of get that buzz anymore. It's all about kind of dependency. But this, for me, I get a bit so it's really good. It's quite an exciting experience. But that is a lovely beer. Not disappointed whatsoever. Check it out. I mean, first time I ever heard about this was on the Hopcast, and they seem to like it. It's got a pretty good rating on Rate Beer. I mean, people will not rate beer, but I always think it's a good litmus test for if it's shit, they'll tell you if it's shit, and if it's like really high, it starts getting those grounds become a little bit muddy. I mean, it's all down to personal preference, and that's for another vlog actually. Anyway, that's a lovely beer. Yes, so Tröegs in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 7.5% ABV. Java Head coffee stout brewed with coffee beans. Very good. It's up there. It's really up there with the coffee stouts that I've ever had. Mine will always be, well, at the moment, remains Mikkela's Beer Geek Brunch Weasel. I think that's a cracking beer. Maybe a bit more body than something like this. A little bit stronger as well. But the question this time, for all you people out there, what's your favourite coffee stout? It could be a breakfast stout. It could be just it could be something like Beer Geek Brunch Weasel, which is actually that is a breakfast stout. Or some crazy thing like Alesmith did a coffee one, as did, I think they did a version of Hell and Damnation at Demolan. I think they did a coffee version of that with some crazy coffee there as well. So yeah, put it in the comments below. Tell me what your favourite coffee stouts are. Because to be honest, if I can get them, I'm going to check them out because I love coffee stouts. So yeah, comment, subscribe, all that good business. I'm Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.